What's up, dough masters? Welcome back to episode 22 of Roll for Sourdough, the chaotic baking series where I let the dice control my loaves. And I want to give you guys a shout out for getting me to 800 followers. And as soon as we hit that 1,000, I got a special loaf planned, so I'm excited. And as always, this series is inspired by Roll for Breakfast, Roll for Barbecue, and Roll for a Sandwich, and all the other amazing Roll for content out there. And we start with an 11 for Wild Magic. So basically the normal on this channel. And let's get into the seasonings and see what two seasonings are going to give our dough the flavor today. I'm excited, and we got a 12 for Cajun seasoning. I love Cajun seasoning. It's a great seasoning to put on a lot of foods. And then we get 11 seasoned salt. I use these two in a lot of different foods I make, especially meat. But we start with the Cajun seasoning. Did you know that the Cajun seasoning comes from the Arcadian French immigrants? You know, it has flavors like paprika, garlic, cayenne, and oregano, and goes on fish and all kinds of amazing things. So I'm super excited to use it in my bread and see what it can do for it. And here it is after being all put together. It's looking good. And now we move to the inclusions. This is where things can get wild, but I'm excited. We get 14 wild rice, so we got something new going into the bread. I have never made wild rice in my dough before, so I'm excited. And we got 12 tamales. This is literally heaven sent. And we got the wild rice from Uncle Ben's. Wild rice, did you know, isn't actually a rice? It is a grass. I didn't know that until I started doing research for this episode, so that's dope. And here we go with the tamales. I get them from a local lady around here. She's amazing. They are delicious. You know, I'm excited. This dough is looking good. It smells amazing. You know, I want to get as much of the tamales as I can in there. I use 2 whole tamales to get it folded up. And let's get to the wild magic and see what is going to change for this dough. And we rolled a 5 for no rest, from bulk to bake. So basically what you saw there, I go preheat my oven, get this all cut up, and it is time to put it straight into the oven. No fridge, no sitting on the counter for a long time. Here it is halfway through, and here it is finished. It's looking good. It didn't rise as much, and I think that has to do with it not maybe sitting more in the fridge and sitting more on the cupboard like I normally do. The bottom looks good, and let's cut into it and see if this dough is good, and it is not. I undercooked it severely. I'm not sure why. I think it has something to do with the moisture from the tamales, moisture from the rice. I just wasn't accounting for it. So I put it in my air fryer and toasted it up as much as I can so it was edible, because it was not before. And even in the air fryer, I don't know if I didn't do it long enough. It was still very doughy, still very undercooked. The flavors are amazing. Everything works together. It tastes really good, but it's so undercooked that it is not really edible in its stance. But you know, it happens sometimes. It doesn't always work out. I gave it a 3 out of 10 for flavor. I call it Tama-Lame. See you next time.